Okay, hi guys. This is going to be a very long video, so
get some coffee or some popcorn or something. It's going to be very entertaining. You might laugh a little, you might get frustrated. I'm definitely frustrated.
But if you guys follow us on Instagram or on Snapchat, you will know that we're doing Jay's Catfish video today. And I'm doing it because this guy is so crazy that
we literally think that if Jay did this video right now, he would use it as his and say, here's me talking about my catfish.
That's how crazy this man's is. It's so much. But some of you may have even come in contact with him. You may have dated him. I don't know. But it's possible. Anything's possible with this guy. I've talked to him many times. We don't even know if it's a guy, so I don't know. It could be a girl. We have evidence that it could be a girl, but it's all just like, it's like a Christmas present. We just don't know. So basically, I just wanted to give you guys like a little overview, a little background knowledge, because I don't know, maybe it might answer some questions for you, or it might just, you know, you may just want to be listening to it for entertainment, which is totally fine because I watch these videos all the time, honestly. So, from what Jay has told me, about 4 years ago, he had a SeenKids.com account, and he said that he was just, you know, messing around on it, searching for people that had been active, and he came across a profile that was using his pictures. And he said that the profile that he found had already been active for like a while, like a couple months or so. So it's been going on for more than 4 years, but Jay's known about it for 4 years, I guess. So basically, when they like had that much access to Jay's name, he used to go by Jaden, but he goes by Jay now. So we don't know, and the last name, we don't know if that's real or not. So we're just, you know, we have like no knowledge on this. So what Jay told me was he's always had a big following on Instagram, and obviously we know that, but he had fakes before, people that took his pictures, and they all just kind of killed themselves off and, you know, stopped because it's childish, obviously. But this person takes it to a whole other level. Like, it's crazy the things that happen. So then we found out that the fake was giving girls Jay's actual Instagram, like the one that he uses today, and like post stuff about like his life and like about me and about like, you know, other stuff. Like the fake was giving the girls he was talking to that Instagram. So these girls would see these posts about like, you know, Jay's life, whoever he was dating, you know, that kind of thing, and then they'd think that it was the person they were dating, but it was really just the fake they were talking to and the real Snapchat. So Jay found out about this because some girl messaged him on Snapchat and was like,
fuck you,
and like calling him the fake's name. And this, I guess, is kind of when he realized that it was like a really serious thing. So the girl didn't believe that he was, you know, the real person. And, you know, it's kind of hard to get around Snapchat. I mean, there's ways, and I mean, this guy, this person, whoever this is, they're crazy enough to find out those ways and like actually do that. So I don't know. So after that, Jay's like, okay, that's enough. I need to start watermarking my pictures. So he starts watermarking his photos, his selfies, anything that he posts on his Instagram. And then he finds a kick. Somebody tells him about a kick that the fake's using, and he actually went as far as to blur out the watermarks on the pictures, which, that's kind of extra. Like, I took a photography class and I've used Photoshop before. It's not hard to use, but like to take that 10-15 minutes out of your day to go through all those selfies and all those pictures and blur out the watermark, like, that's extra. So we've also known and we've realized that the fake uses Jay's really, really old pictures, like when he had like the hair, the bangs, like all that. Like, we've all been through that phase. But Jay went through it hardcore, and he had the hair, he had everything, and the fake to this day still uses those pictures. And Jay doesn't look like that at all anymore. He has shorter hair, like, he doesn't look like that. Like, his hair's brown, like, he doesn't look like that anymore. So in 2014, Jay goes on to early college, and he has a friend, and he tells his friend about it, and his friend's like, okay, I'm gonna message this person. So his friend messages the fake and confronts him. Well, you know, maybe they thought it was gonna get better, but this is when the fake actually started going by Jay. So that's when it gets a little creepy. Well, it's been creepy the whole time, but that's a lot, honestly. So Jay doesn't really acknowledge it until we started dating in December. His girlfriend before that didn't really treat him right, honestly, and didn't really like look out for him like that. And for me, it's like the fake just kind of like interjects in our relationship, and I feel bad for all of these girls that he's talking to, and it makes me feel kind of weird because I know that there's girls out there that think they're dating my boyfriend, but it's really not him. And just the fact that they're like looking at the pictures and like lusting over him is what bothers me the most, I guess. But it started pretty early on with me. I would get messages from girls on Instagram telling me to stop dating their boyfriend and all this stuff because the fake, we're just gonna call him Eli for the sake of the video. Eli would give out Jay's Instagram saying that it was his. And these girls would see the pictures of like me on there and all that because very early on I started posting on Jay's Instagram a lot. Just like leaving him cute stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But that's one of the reasons why we actually took down his Instagram. Because these girls would DM me, they'd DM him, they'd comment on our pictures and say like, oh, stop dating my boyfriend, you know, all this stuff. And it's hard for me because I've been in a lot of like really hard relationships or like I've been cheated on and stuff, so it's hard for me to like get out of that and then be pushed into this. But I soon realized that this guy he's crazy. Like, I don't know
what the hell his problem is.
So, and I message him, and I'm a nice person, so I was just kind of like something along the lines of like, hey, you know who I am, obviously, from the pictures on Instagram, but, you know, can you just please stop, you know, trying to be my boyfriend? It's not, you know, it's not good, because it's making Jay look bad, because the fake's actually, like, dating girls and, like, cheating on them, and that's not who Jay is, and it's just making him look really bad. So then we actually came in contact with another girl, and she said that she actually got him to admit he was fake, and she actually got a picture of him. So hopefully Jay's gonna put that picture in right now, but we got this picture of him, and we don't know if this is really him because we have other evidence that I'll tell you about, but we don't know what this picture is, but this is the only picture we've gotten regarding him. So then we actually have some screenshots of me talking to his current girlfriend. His current girlfriend's name is Paige, and from when Jay and I talked to her while I was actually down there with him for 2.5 weeks, we actually found out that she's 12 years old. Now, from what we've heard about this Eli, to 17, and he first went by the age of 24, and then I think what happened was he actually found out how old Jay was and then changed it to 17 to be more like him, I guess. But basically she tried to start flirting with Jay like over Facebook, and it was kind of weird because I was like right there, and I was just kind of like, you're not gonna flirt with my boyfriend over Facebook when you know that the person you're talking to is fake. And like, this is like the biggest thing that bothered me, is that, you know, it's just, she knows, but she's 12 years old. I kind of feel bad because I feel like it might be one of the first relationships she's been in, and she's talking to this person that's fake. And it's even worse because when we were prepping for this video, we tried to go back and like get in contact with everyone because we've been together for a good chunk of time, and this stuff just, it hurt us in the beginning of our relationship, so we tried to block it out. But Jay actually started talking to this girl on his Snapchat that has been talking to him for like 2 years. Her name's Amber, and if you're watching this, thank you for all your help. But I'll have Jay insert some screenshots from their conversation, but basically there's a lot of screenshots of conversations that they've had very recently, like in the past couple days, over Facebook, and they're basically, you know, talking to each other in a more than friendly way, and not only is he a catfish, but he's also cheating on his girlfriend. So in my opinion, I think that he's using Jay's photos not only to get more attention, but also to just cheat on girls and be like, oh, well,
It's not me, so it's not my fault kind of thing.
But what really gets me is just this whole thing, because the few conversations seems very immature. So my guess is he's probably younger, but even if he is, he's pretending to be someone that's 24 dating a 12-year-old. So that's cringeworthy, honestly. And not only that, but Jay's gonna be 18 in December. So, like, that's just a 12-year-old.
Like, seriously?
And I feel bad for her because I feel like she doesn't know any better. She's at that age where she's just like starting to get into this world of like,
oh, guys, like, ooh, yeah, like, I want to have a boyfriend
kind of thing. And I kind of feel bad, but we tried to talk to her about it. I hope she ends up seeing this video because she can do so much better than that, honestly, and he should not be doing that. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, this whole thing is crazy because he's been doing it for so long and it's affecting so many people at this point. And we've asked him to stop and we've threatened to like call the police and whatever, but we're not 18 yet, and we're both going to be 18 like in the next 6 months. So if this keeps getting as bad as it's getting, we're going to have to like get like, you know, we're going to have to get other people involved. And that's why we're reaching out to you guys, because we know that, you know, there's a handful of people that'll watch this, and if any of you guys have come across him, or if any of you know or have seen any of the accounts, and I'm going to get Jay to insert the pictures now, any of these accounts, if you've seen any of them, if you follow any of them, if you've come in contact with any of them, let us know as soon as you can, because we really need to get this to stop. It's crazy. It's not so much about me and how I feel about it, it's more about like, if any of you are talking to him on a different account and like, you know, flirting with him, getting any feelings for him, like, you need to let us know. It's not the real person.